so they did not select a leader. They can have another 2 minutes. The under leader among yourselves as well.
Why are we holding these up?
We don't, because they're trying to make sure that we have more than 15%.
You guys all have
We're trying to make sure that we have more than 15% of the total.
Yep, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Purple's okay, right?
To
That's
move
all
on
I
to the
got.
next round, you're going to have at least 15%, you know what I'm saying?
Because I teach
Well,
middle
it's going to be 50-50.
I'm in middle school.
It's going to be 70-30 is what you're really meant to
I think
say.
I stole from a kid.
I'm going to go work undecided here in a minute.
So there's two sides. There's the Bernie side, and then there's the Hillary side. And everyone in the middle, all those people, are undecided. Wait.
We're counting paper that's connected to a human being holding it.
12, 13. Down. You're down.
My paper doesn't even have anything on it.
Are you guys Bernie? Oh, you got Bernie behind you. We'll come back. Sanders just won Vermont. Wait, what? Wait, that's all I saw. Right there. They're in they're Bernie.
Well, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you're Superman impression.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
To the stage. Once you are finished, please bring the counts to the stage.
I'm shouting out.
Politics in Nebraska. Welcome to the Democratic Caucus. One of them. There's a bunch of them in the city. So there's three rows. There's Bernie Sanders, then there's the undecided in the middle, and then there's Hillary. And yeah. So this is a caucus in Nebraska, which basically
Well, it's not even that.
how I believe this goes, and I don't actually fucking know what I'm doing. Is they take a vote on who they want to be for president within the Democratic Party. So there's only two candidates right now. There's three technically. There's the two that you've heard about. There's Bernie Sanders, and then there's Hillary Clinton. Those are the two Democratic candidates. And then the third one, I can't even remember the guy's name. There's a third candidate. Who will win? Well, let me stand up and I will show you. Everyone over here is for Bernie Sanders. everyone in that third section. Everyone over here is for Hillary Clinton, and everyone in the middle is either undecided or they're one of the other two, because the middle section is larger than the two side sections. Milk. If I had a secret for that, libertarians. I'm not sure. There's a lot of Democrats here. I'm not sure about libertarians. There might be libertarians here. They're probably going to be somewhere in the middle. Well, there's the caucus has just started, so there hasn't actually been an official vote count yet. Right now I am in the Bernie Sanders camp, but what they're going to do is they're going to have there are bad candidates. This year it's not exclusive to this year. There's bad candidates every single election. So yeah, he is old. So he might not even last the entire term. I am for Bernie right now, but they haven't done what they're gonna do. I am pretty white. What they're gonna do is they're gonna have a bunch of people come up onto the stage. Hillary, neither of the candidates are. I don't think either of the candidates are here right now in Omaha. If they are, I'm at the. I can't remember the name of the school. It's a high school, the Nathan Drake High School.
I want to gently remind the friends in the room, this is the count for viability. And not the count yet. But this is the count for viability of your candidate. I'm not a mathematician. My sense is that each of the announced candidates here looks viable. But we're going to go through the whole count, folks. Thank you.
So the viability count basically is if a candidate at a caucus has less than 15% of the votes of everybody at that caucus. So basically, if 86% of the people in the room are all Hillary, then Bernie Sanders would not be viable for the caucus. Likewise, if more than 86 of the people in the room were all for Bernie, then Hillary Clinton would not be viable. So they're doing the viability count. Because there's only 3 candidates, Bernie, Hillary, and Gary Johnson, then it's very likely that I'm not orange. Everybody voting for Hillary Clinton is way over there. And everybody for Donald Trump is way over here. There's a lot in both camps. I did see that joke. That was a funny one. Let's hope orange is not.
Bernie, 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 Bernie. As I mentioned earlier, and this great energy. This is the count for viability of the candidates, and not the final count. So, yay! I went here to junior high. I was I'm not a Central. Nathan Hale Patriot cheerleader, so this environment is reminding me of that. This is also the social justice magnet school, so I feel lucky for us to be here this morning because we're all for social justice.
I had to take a screenshot. I think she's married.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, I think she's married.
Once again, the numbers I'm about to announce are for the first count for viability. That group must have at least 15% of the total attendees and absentees to be eligible to receive county delegates. And now I'm going to read the numbers.
I don't disagree with
Read
you.
it like this. Thank you. Our total number of people here, plus absentee cards, is 838. That means, let's stay excited all the way through November. That means that any group plus absentees will need at least 126 to be viable. So.
Yeah, how many was on our side?
This is the viability count, thanks.
What count is this?
All right, next. Preference. Each preference group leader will be allowed 90 minutes to speak to the entire caucus. You will be limited to only 90 seconds, and you will be cut off at 90 seconds. So, group leader speeches, preference group leader speeches, it looks as though we've got 2 preference groups clearly identified. It turns out I was selected to be the preference group speaker before we got here for the Hillary campaign. So I just happened to have the microphone. I know I double checked because it could look unkosher, but I asked 2 or 3 times if it was cool. And it stepped from behind this. And Bernie folks, get your 90-second speaker, because this is when. All right.
This is
ready to come up. And I'm
this is the caucus preference card, which it's not a card, it's paper.
Clinton's candidacy. And we're supposed to go in alphabetical order, and C comes before S. So that's another reason why. We're all set, folks. Okay? Everything on the up and up, folks.
Yeah.
All right. Going into my role as surrogate speaker. Good morning. My name is Tanya Cook. Good morning. I am the state senator for this legislative district, District 13, and I am a supporter of Secretary Hillary Clinton for president today. The reasons why I'm supporting her is that she has worked for a long time on the issues that are top importance for Democrats. The issues related to children and families. Certainly issues related to access to health care. Many of us are old enough to remember that she was the convener as First Lady of those initial conversations which led to ACA, which we have, and we've increased the number of people with access to health care. The third reason I would add that I am supporting Secretary Clinton, in addition to her being able to start the job on day 1 with her many, many experiences in state and local government, as senator from the great state of New York, Secretary of State. The President of the United States is an international job. She will be on the international stage. She's already got these relationships and knows how the thing works. So that is why I am supporting Secretary Clinton to continue the kind of leadership we've had for the last 8 years. Thank you.
It is too late for politics as usual. It is too late for politics as usual. Many Nebraskans still cannot afford health care. Bernie wants Medicare for all system where the average family will save $5,000 a year. No co-pays, no deductibles. Bernie opposed the Keystone Pipeline from day one. Bernie was the only one who voted against the Iraq War. He had solid judgment to be president. His good decisions are on the right side of history. Yeah. Bernie opposes for-profit prisons. Yeah. We have more people in jail than China. Yeah. Instead of jailing people, Bernie wants to give us opportunities. America needs well-educated people. Bernie wants free tuition at public colleges. $15 an hour minimum wage. People should not be living in poverty. Bernie has been against trade agreements from day one. No more sending our jobs overseas. Economists do support Bernie's plan to pay for his proposals by taxing Wall Street speculation, raising taxes on the 1% corporations. Like Monsanto, it is time they paid their fair share. Bernie is for common sense gun control. He is against our government spying on us. He marched with Dr. King and was arrested for civil rights.
It's Christmas. It's fucking loud in here.
We will now enter our first realignment. Only the preference group leader may leave his or her group to visit with the other groups. I'm going to keep reading. Including the undecided group. To recruit. It's for purposes of recruitment. So I'm going to repeat that. We're going to enter our first realignment. Only the preference group leader may leave his or her group to visit the other groups, including the undecided group, to recruit new members. If you are not a preference group leader, you may only move to join another group. You will have 7 minutes for this realignment and will be given a 60-second warning. Thank you. Leader, you may recruit from the undecideds or from the other side.
So this is the Democratic caucus. So I'm not sure. I know Republicans aren't being accounted for here. It's strictly for Democrats. I don't think. I don't know if the Libertarian candidates are being represented here or not either. This is the Nebraska Democratic caucus. At least one of them. There's a bunch of them throughout the city. This is just the one for District 13. There's 3 candidates. There's Bernie Sanders. There's Hillary Clinton. And then there's a third one, which I cannot remember the name of the third guy. But he paid for all the fees necessary to be represented here. Gary Johnson. They keep saying, I've heard his name said several times, but every time they say it...
Tell me what democracy looks like. It's really messy, actually.
To repeat his name clearly.
Linda, I was really proud of Linda.
Justice Bright, learning community.
What's the name of the third candidate?
That'll be $50.
Make it out to Denzel.
Is
I
it
don't know.
Gary Johnson?
Oh, you're talking about for presidential?
I don't.
Oh no. So it's Bernie. Are you talking about for the Democratic caucus?
Yeah.
Oh, Democratic.
There's 3 candidates here.
No. There's 2. There's Bernie, Hillary, and undecideds. So people can actually wait to decide until they go to the caucus.
Okay. Well, wait.
There was
to
an
the
O'Malley.
caucus.
You're at the caucus, but there's O'Malley also, but he dropped out.
Oh, okay.
He dropped out after
A gentle
New Hampshire, I
reporting,
believe.
only the preference group leader is working the other side and the undecideds at this time.
Which is lame. I think I should be able to talk to anybody and anything I want. I'm Jason. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for boxing for Bernie. That's awesome.
No, that's not.
I don't know if I'm that much of a, like, everyone is talking to everyone, and I don't know a single goddamn person here, so right now I am voting Bernie, but they're having people come up, to the stage to kind of,
What do we have going back there?
there's a lot of undecided people.
It has been. You can just put a regular stamp on it, or you can take it to one of the post office boxes, where they have the outside box and drop your ballot in, where you can go. So early ballot application and voting early is a great thing to do. I highly urge that you do that.
It's hard to tell, but we won't know until
that would go to the Douglas
about
County
another
Democratic
20 minutes
Party.
or so.
Thank you.
It's not something I'm willing to tell over Periscope, but, you know, we can talk a little bit more over Twitter.
Let me ask that you consider making a donation on the table over here to the Douglas County Democratic Party. You could drop it in the jar or one of these baskets. Thank you so much. Ricky Smith, if you'll come up while the people are voting. Ricky Smith, come forward for a minute. Let's see here. Sister Hunter, if you have a moment, could you do me a favor? Could you take one of those baskets and hold that over here? One of those jars. And people can put, if they want to make a donation. Because on this side they don't have access to it over here, because I surely trust you. Yes, sir.
All right, but here's another announcement, friends. It's a busy time for working people like all solid Democrats. Saturday mornings. If you want to vote, put your sheet in the box. That counts, because you're the human being putting that sheet in the box. However, if you want to be a delegate, you must stay through the final count. I want to make that clear. Thank you. If you want to be a delegate, there's another exception for you this morning. Thank you.
know you're running for office and you should have been here, but since while the people are coming through, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, tell them what you're running for.
Hello everybody, my name is Ricky Smith. I'm running for Omaha Public School Board, Sub-District 1. I'm all about kids. I've been working with kids for over 20 years. I've worked at the North Omaha Boys and Girls Club, Creighton University, and now the University of Nebraska at Omaha. I'm going to kind of run on a platform that's going to hit on accountability and expectations. The things that we want to hold teachers and the school board and Mark Evans, the superintendent, accountable for, and setting higher expectations for our kids so they can be college and career ready. That's going to be my platform, and I want to represent you, and I want to represent the school district well. By all means, if you have any questions or you want to voice anything to me, I'm here for you. I'm going to be your vote. I'm going to be your voice, and I need your vote. Ricky Smith, Omaha School Board, Sub-District 1. Thank you.
Eliza, you've given me over 1,000 hearts. Holy shit.
I need two trusted people. This Hunter. Just go around if anybody would like to make a donation on this side. This gentleman would be more than happy to do that. Do I have someone of great honesty, a pastor, anybody over here that would like to take the responsibility of just walking this around for donations for the county party? Or Douglas County Party, especially for the caucus.
So no more Hillary people are putting things in the box, but there's still a bunch of people putting stuff in the Bernie box. So that either means that Bernie might have more people, or that might mean that Bernie people are slower than Hillary people. One of the two.
How we doing?
Sorry.
I'm still behind you.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Pardon me, please.
Love to see if that would make a difference.
Well, yeah.
Katrina, that's hilarious. Every teacher in this room is on this side. Yes, and future teachers. I haven't seen any teachers on the other side. I've been looking.
We've got a couple people sitting down.
Student loans, yeah.
This is the part where the line has gone down, and please hold your ballot up so the box can be brought to you. If you are not able to stand in the line to put your sheet in the box personally. If you were not able to stand in the line to put your sheet in the box personally, please hold your hand up and the box will be brought to you so you can place it in there yourself. Thank you.
just the one person.
For anyone, District 10.
Is there anyone in this room with a sheet that has not been personally placed in the box by you? I'm looking around.
I work at the airport.
I don't see anyone raising their hand or wildly gesticulating.
So
Sanders makes a price stop in Traverse City, Michigan. That's where my friend Nancy.
So basically, I make sure that the planes. I work the overnight shift, so I would normally be asleep right now.
Oh, really?
So I make sure that the airplanes don't freeze or they don't catch on fire.
Oh, that's not good.
So they don't arrive overnight. So the last flight actually comes in.
All right, we gotta see this.
So the last flight usually comes in at around midnight, and then we don't have any more.
Yeah, we just made KTV. Darn you, Camilla Ortiz or Ortiz, whatever. We're back there. Yeah.
Wait, is my picture? Am I in there?
You are.
Oh my god.
We're all in here. I can tweet it to you.
Oh my god. So I'm on the news, apparently, periscoping on the news. You heard it here first. So no, there aren't any like flights that come in. Oh, last night?
Was that on their main website?
I don't have cable, so I'd have to go into the website, which I don't even know what Cable 3's website is. If they probably have a website, but holy crap, I can't stop yawning. Bill Clinton event. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Like that wasn't that wasn't within the last few days. That was a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
And I'm sure we're doing the same. They're like staring.
He was at the waiting room of all places.
50 minutes of main starting.
I haven't been to the waiting room in a while. I think the last... I can't remember the last... I think the last time I was at the waiting room was for a comedy show. It wasn't last year, it was 2 years ago. Black people and hipsters. The black vote and hipster. The hipster vote. The hipsters are the true minority. I technically I'm still employed at the 1912 bar in Benson. They have not technically fired me. I worked. They hired me on to work for them. I filled out all the paperwork and everything, the W-4, all the tax info, and I worked one night as a bouncer, and not even at the 1912. I did it at Burke's Pub. They do have a nice group. They hired me on. They hired me on before. They hired me on before the.
Granted, all my friends live east of 72nd.
My brain is fried. I've been up for a really long time, so I'm like, I can't even think of. I don't know. My brain is fried. Yeah, well, No, they hired me on as a bar back, and this is the 1912. Then they were still building the kitchen. The kitchen was still being built, but they hired me on as a full-time bar back. But they had me be a bouncer for Burke's Pub for the one night and one night only that I was working for the 1912. And then the guys were like, "Yeah, we hired you. Well, we had you be a bouncer for that night because someone else called in sick. But we need someone more intimidating. No offense." So I was like, "No, it's none taken." But they haven't scheduled me to do. They haven't scheduled me to do bar back. So, and they haven't told me that I don't work there anymore. So I am still technically employed. Technically. I did do I did do tax info for them last year. So if this doesn't pan out, well, I can still go there and be like, "Hey, when am I you haven't put me on the schedule for 2 years. Come on, guys." My ex-girlfriend, and when I say ex-girlfriend, I'm talking about like 2010. She used to work for Old Navy, and she stopped. Like, I don't know what the circumstances were, but I think she just stopped going to work. And she got a job at Hyatt. But she, every once in a while, she would go back to Old Navy just to work a shift, and then not go back for another few months, and then do another shift. And that was like perfectly okay or something. It was like, I don't know how you can get away with that, but she could. I've never had that sort of business relationship or heard of that sort of business relationship with any, especially a retailer.
So she's going to be there.
They're both going to go.
She said,
yeah, they're both going.
Jesus, criminally.
Thinking about stopping at a video on our way down because I need a video. Because I want one that's
That's a me one.
Mark's Bistro. I used to live in Dundee.
I mean, that really,
I don't think I've ever been there.
yeah, but
I think the only two places I've been in the Dundee area, 3 places are Goldberg's, Underwood. Yeah, I'm familiar with that street. I've only been to the Pit and I forget the name of the ice cream place. It's on the tip of my tongue. Dario's. That doesn't ring a bell.
the biggest supporters of the two campaigns are definitely not.
E-Creamery, that's it. E-Creamery. I used to work for Cold Stone,
Even for not for Barney,
which
you know, it's no, but I mean for the average.
wasn't a glamorous job. I could, but I am doing great. How about you? How are you doing today? I am exhausted, actually. I've been up for...
That's why I told my students, I said, go to that ice.
I'm about 16 hours in. Lactose and... to be honest with you, I think I'm lactose intolerant too. But I drink so much fucking milk. I drink a lot of milk. I eat a lot of cereal. I am the epitome of what it means to be a healthy American. In their 20s.
I could go either way. And so
I don't have a lot of cheese. I like cheese a lot, but it's not. I don't have enough of it in my diet.
Not libertarian. Green Party. Not libertarian. Green Party. But
I'm sorry, Mario. I missed where you said you were from. I don't know. I can technically leave now, but they said that I'd have to stay if I wanted to be a delegate, which I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's important, so I'm still here. Oh, and because I'm periscoping. Yes, we want the count. That's why we're here. We want the count.
And thank God I went to Cornell College in Iowa and not like the University of Nebraska.
In Omaha, the counts have already started coming in for some of the other districts. District 13 is where I am now, and they're still counting. But I think I heard.
Finally being able to have a
discussion
about religion
that
and social issues and not
districts 9 and 10 were Bernie.
And so
but that's all I know. And I'm on the Bernie
there,
side at the moment, so
she was a film history professor.
I'm only going to hear about the Bernie stuff. Hillary stuff,
she just,
I don't know anything about that, and I don't know about the other districts or even if they're done yet.
And so she said, I encourage you, you're a freshman, this is your first class here, just open your eyes, close your mouth, and open those ears and just absorb what you're learning. Just try it. And I did in my second
I don't know.
Religion class.
I think
intro to religion.
we are white.
And I was like, I'm Jewish. You know, I'm like, really open.
They are counting right now. They're counting District 13 right now. I feel really weird about referring to them as districts. It's because all I can think of is the Hunger Games. So it's like,
now, kind of more aware
and it's like,
of things, I
don't know. I just, my mind just goes straight to the Hunger Games. That's probably where the influence came from for like District 13 and whatever. That's probably where that came from. That like.
Because my relatives are
that naming in the. You haven't seen the last one? Holy shit! It's good. I saw it in theaters. The digital release is supposed to be on the 8th, so it's in 3 days. The digital release is supposed to, according to Wikipedia. I've already have it on pre-order. I've already watched it. No. Not Nebraska.
She watched the last.
Well, okay, unless Nebraska is the only state with districts, then it probably came from somewhere else. But yeah, I know I'm a stupid American, right? I'm under the impression that every city has districts, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know very much about politics. This is my first caucus. I don't even know what the fuck. I know what I kind of get the idea of what a caucus is now, but when I came here 3 hours ago, I had no idea.
Economically, yeah, it's an economically plush area, you know, and so we'll see. It's not as much working class.
What kind of food do you like? I personally, I love Italian food and breakfast food, so Italian restaurants and breakfast restaurants are my go-tos. But I am open to other places too. The only places that I don't... Sushi, Chinese, brunch. I am not a big... Who Hots. Who Hots is a great place. I love Who Hots. Gordy again, how are you doing today? Welcome to Nebraska, where we're all about the corn. Who Hot is amazing. Sort of expensive, but you know, it's a price I can choke. I've been having a bloody nose. It's one of the side effects of working at the airport is the air is so arid. Tell me about it. I was actually gonna have.
If you're passing them out, I left mine at home.
I was gonna have breakfast at a fast food restaurant, but it's like 11:53, so breakfast is already over, which I'm a little sad. And I'm starving my ass off. It's funny that you said Underwood earlier, because I was actually watching House of Cards earlier, waiting for the caucus to start. Yeah, I mean, they do have all-day breakfast, but we gotta. I like croissants. Croissants are my favorite over muffins. Yeah, exactly. It's not full menu. And they don't have croissant-wiches on their full menu, which makes me sad. I can go to Sonic because they have an all-day breakfast menu. And they have croissant-wiches. But BK, I really like their tater tots, and I like that you can, because at Sonic, breakfast food, fast food breakfast food is not something I should be an expert on. Denny's, now that they don't have a drive-thru though. Denny's is good. Village Inn is better, and I used to not be. I like. Thank you. My hair part's this way better. It is very soft. It is very soft.
That was fun.
I use I use
Where?
$2 Suave, and once or twice. I have been up all night.
You can take
Once or twice a week, I will use green tea tree oil. I'll use tea tree oil brand once or twice a week.
Here.
Here you go.
Okay. I will announce them.
Thank you. Vote by mail-in application.
This announcement of final of delegates. This is the section we're in right now. This legislative district has a total of 27 delegates to the Douglas County Convention. The preference group for candidate Clinton will receive 17 presidential preference group delegates and 7 alternates to the county convention. The preference group candidate Sanders will receive 10 presidential preference group candidate delegates and 5 alternates to the county convention.
Do we have the whole vote count?
That's not on the sheet.
Can we have the vote count?
Say the numbers, because that's...
They're already calling for a recount.
Oh.
We have a total of 832 votes. That's including absentee. Bernie's votes that were present here today are 281, with 39 absentees. Hillary's votes today that are present are 237, with 275 absentees.
I fucking came here. I showed up.
We will proceed to the presidential preference. Excuse me. For transition time. But I know some people want to get moving with the rest of their day. Presidential preference delegate selection.
That's pretty interesting.
I want to be a delegate.
I'm going to announce the procedure. Delegates and alternates to the County Democratic Convention. If you want to run for national delegate at the state convention, You must participate in caucus, which you did, and be a delegate or alternate to the county convention. The county convention will be, excuse me, I can't hear. The county convention will be Saturday, May 21st, and FYI, the state convention is June 17th, 18th, and 19th in Kearney, Nebraska.
Ew, Kearney.
Each preference group leader should hold an election to fill his or her candidate delegates and alternates slots. Each preference group's delegates and alternates must meet.
I was saying
the
something
gender
earlier and I forgot
balance
what I was
rule.
saying.
And FYI, transgender is self-identifying. Elected delegates and alternates must come to the front of the room and sign your pledges to support your candidate at the
Oh yeah, I was
convention.
saying something about breakfast. Oh, maybe breakfast. Maybe breakfast would be a better. Well, breakfast would be like after I get off work. Dinner would be before I go to work. Either or works for me. Oh, yeah, breakfast. I should not.
Absentee ballots for May 10th primary, I'll turn it in for you. Yeah. If you have an application card for an absentee ballot,
Thanks for coming out.
I'll turn it in for you.
So wait, I already voted here for the caucus. So what am I doing?
All these other Democrats running. So if you want to take that with you, I mean, there are a lot of Democrats that are going to be on the ballot at the May 10th primary.
Thank you.
Now, there's still the election May 10th, and so if you need an absentee ballot, now not all of those are our district. I mean, some of them, are in other parts of the city, but there are a lot of people who still need votes.
Any of these people are, to be honest. So it's like.
I'm sure you can find it online.
I suppose. Thank you.
And don't forget our legislature, Jill Brown, and
All right, so this is
for
the
those
voting.
are like city and county, county and state elections. You betcha. Thank you. Absentee application.
Okay, so this vote thing.
But this, they'll send you an application. They'll send you a ballot. They'll send you a ballot in a big envelope.
Okay.
And so then you vote for everything else. And it costs like $1 postage. So I always usually go over to the Charlie Washington Library, and they have a mailbox, a special mailbox. Just for ballots, and you don't even have to pay postage. You just drop it off in the voter ballot box.
But okay, so there isn't like a polling place for this.
No, there is
for
a polling place.
If you do this, you don't have to go to. If you do this, then they send you the ballot at home. Okay. If you don't do this, then they expect you to show up at your election place. And there's a whole bunch of those. I mean, I vote over at Honda. The church over there is a polling place. This is a polling place. There are lots of polling places.
When is the polling for this?
May 10th.
May 10th. Okay.
Yeah, that's this for the May 10th election.
Okay, cool. Ooh, free food.
You got a Jill. Do you have a Jill? Well, then you can eat that Jill.
I haven't been.
I'll have a cookie that probably every kid in this place has touched. So apparently now I have to. Now I have homework. I was given homework by someone that's not a teacher, not my teacher. Okay. I should not know as much as I know about fast food breakfast, but BK has some really good croissant sandwiches, and their tater tots are bomb diggity too. This is a good cookie. I exited through the wrong door. I want to use this door over here. Oh, you're still here, Chase. That's cool. Looks like the other two guys left. Girls, whoever. Aliens.
Does that lead to the back parking lot?
There is a parking lot back here, yes.
Oh, okay. Then I won't have to walk around the building.
There's a parking lot over there, and there's one over here.
Was unlocked or not?
That is old news.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was talking.
Oh.
Sorry. Obama's Muslim, of course. That's old news. Everybody knows that. And he's not running for president. He's not the topic. Yeah, we actually just got done caucusing. We started caucusing about, it's about 12:05. We started about two hours ago. So, we're about to go have an after party. Which is going to involve eating fast food and hating myself because I'm eating fast food like a healthy American. I hear that the volunteers are actually going to be using a stripper pole. Ugh, I don't like thinking about it. Almost lost the paperwork. Gotta put the phone down. Wait. Oh! Why do you have to go to Missouri? Oh, really? So you got a somewhat of a long drive ahead of you. I think I just stole one of their pens. It's alright, it's from Office Depot. I went to my father's wedding when he had his about, geez, was it 5 years ago already? No, it was 2012. 4 to 5 years ago, he had his wedding. We got in an argument, just like on the day of his wedding. And it was over my facial hair. So we did like an emergency trim or something like that, and I accidentally I look like I have a Hitler mustache in a lot of his wedding photos. Which, you know, at the time I didn't think, I was like, that doesn't look like a Hitler mustache, but now in retrospect, looking at the pictures, I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I closed my coat in the door. God damn, it's so nice out. It's also nice out because my car is an oven at the moment. Whoa, what the fuck? Why do those trees have that weird glow on them? Look how they're all glowy. Oh, that's not, okay. Well, from, oh looks really weird from inside the car. Hey, Eliza, welcome back. The caucus snow for a sec. Oh. Okay, bye. Alright, I need to go eat. I will follow you, Chase. And I will look for the dirty monster. Why does it say location unknown? I deliberately picked. I turned on precise location. What the hell? Hi, Tommy. You just missed. Hi, Brian and Tommy. You just missed the caucus. It started about 2 hours ago and it ended about 6 minutes ago. I will catch you later, dirty monster. Have a good day, guys.